Hey guys, I'm watching this story about why people don't go to church, and it's sort of bullshit. So it did say something interesting. People are less religious. This is true, but of the less religious people, we black people are still the most religious. So even as the numbers drop precipitously every place, even in the black community is still heavily religious. Have you not seen me on this talking about you and how spiritual? Yeah, yeah, religious. It's one of the reasons why I'm just kind of like, man, fuck these people. Because people, I curse and I like to drink and all, but I'm not gonna fuck you over. I'm not gonna cheat on my woman. I said this on the show before. I'm not gonna remain silent if you're my homie and you cheat on your woman. We cease to be friends because now you've gave me some bullshit that I don't need in my existence. Against someone I'm assuming I like, your woman, right? And then it also tells me that if you can't be trusted by your woman, then how the fuck can I trust you? So, I mean, all these things, you know, the society is circling the drain. Who do you have to blame for people not believing in God anymore? The church. They only ever protected the bad guy. Abused children, and no one left the church. Well, I can't say no one left the church. A lot of people left the church, but they had 1 billion people. They should have 5. I mean, you won't even stand up for the children. I also want to tell you the history in this country of churches plotting murders in the South against black people with the Klan, right? The pastor was part of that. So now you're shocked that nobody wants to go to your church. And the people who are going are really, really elderly. I mean, 65 and well, 65 is not really, really elderly, but like 70 is like the most people. I told you about how my dad wasn't religious, and all of a sudden he became religious. But it's a social thing for some people. Like I remember my best church days were social days. But look, the church my grandmother took me to, the 1 or 2 times she did it, was a trillion years ago. And there was food and the place for the kids to run around, and the older people all wore hats and they talked. And there was a space for every age group. Maybe the teenagers didn't want to be there, but there was a space for them. When I started going to, no disrespect to white churches, I started to go to a Lutheran church, and it was essentially like a Catholic church without having to do confession, quite frankly. And it was, it told me that I was born of sin, and that was the beginning of it, right? But the other churches told me that I was a child of God. It was a very different energy. Um, a lot less guilt on one. A lot more, but black people don't do guilt. We do fun, and I think guilt controls people. And why wouldn't it? This society has a long history of being dark to people to get them to control, right? So the other group who was targeted of that didn't run their churches like that. So now, all this time later, 300 years later, what are Catholic? I mean, American churches support violence. They have, right? Uh, and then here they started supporting sexual ridiculousness. Why? I don't know. All I can tell you is that people aren't going to church. I can't tell you why the churches did what they did. And then when you were found out that the bad thing was being done and people rebuked you for it, you attacked those rebuking you for it, saying that this was an attack on the church. No, 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 no. An attack on the churches are greedy and want money, and you can't trust any of them. That's an attack on the church. But when you have children who are hurt, that's not an attack on the church. That's telling you to explain what the fuck you did. That's what that is. So yeah, now no one's going to church. Uh, yeah, this is a PBS special. Millennials are leaving organized religion. Here's where some are finding community, and that's what it is. It's all about community, but it's not all about me giving you money for your mosque or your church or your synagogue when no one believes. The whole point of religion is belief, is faith. It's not just blind stupidity. And this is what they've always, well, in my opinion, what they've always taught here in America. I don't know about the rest of the West or any other country, but here in America, it's taught blind, uh, blind followship. So when we attack that, we ride on that black family at night for whatever reason, as we planned it in the church with the pastor. And it's still going on. You've cultivated. Dylan Ruth went into a church, and killed 6 black people. Right? 9 black people, excuse me. Before that, his ancestors burned down and bombed black churches. So tell me again about religion and what you believe. Plan to blow up a black church across town. And when you had black people in your church, you only let them sit in the back. Because why? God said segregation. What? No one stood up. No one stood up. You're supposed to stand up if you're a Christian. And, you may take some dark arrows and may be murdered off for it. Right? It's in the book, right? One of the famous was, what is her name? Perpetua, a great name, by the way, who was like, no, I'm not gonna go back to the religion I had, which I think was Jewish. And they threw in their cages with the Romans, not with cages, but threw in the cages with the lions, right, in Rome. The Romans, but here's another thing I was taught that may be unpopular. I was taught that the Pharisees, which was the government, right, like if I'm being a knucklehead in the town, the head cop and the mayor and all these people, they're the government. The Pharisees were those people, and those people were Jewish people. I know. I mean, Jews hate when you say the Jews killed Christ, but who else fucking killed Christ, for God's sakes? And this is another thing, the mind fuckery of there's only one thing to believe, and we're in charge of that. And when you ask, you don't really get any good, honest answers as much as you get anger for asking about it. I remember a friend of mine asked when God gave Mary Jesus, did she enjoy it? Implying like God was like, it was the best orgasm she ever had. And like, dude lost his mind. Like, I didn't think it was that bad, but his reaction to it made me think it was worse. And years later, it made me think he didn't know how to answer a kid, so all he could do was do what adults do to children. And mind you, I mean, we were under 18, so we were children, but we weren't 9. That's an odd question for a 9-year-old. We're about 16, 17 in Bible study, still in church. Not for very much longer after that. I told you that story about how we just stopped hanging out and started hanging. Well, hold on, I'm getting 2 stories mixed up. That story was not my story. That story was Brian's story. And but the same thing applied. That's how he got kicked out of the church. We got kicked out. Well, we stopped going for totally different reasons. Essentially, we were 6 people in the church who were between 19 and I guess 25, and we would throw parties for the kids with hip hop music and in the church basement to hopefully get them to come to church. Cool. They put an end to that. That church was dead in like 5 years. There you have it. All the kids in the neighborhood, none of them going to your church. And then you tell us, why don't you bring some yet? No, not bringing anybody to church. And then when you go, we would give $5. My mother would give $10 for her every Sunday, and we'll give all us kids $1. Put it in the collection plate. Then it became, y'all got to give more. Less people here, so everybody's got to pony up more money. So eventually, when you get one person, he's giving what? Enough money to keep the lights on and the rent paid? No, at that point, you are a lazy fucking minister, and you went wrong someplace. And that's the same thing that's going on here. All these religions, look, the Muslims are fucking blowing up other Muslims saying, God, what? All right, so, okay. So the people you're blowing up, how come they can't blow you up for bad leadership? How come they can't wipe out the Ayatollah for being a fuckstick moron who's not about God? Well, they don't curse, but I'm what's the word I'm looking for? I'm God, look, good Lord, all my words are gone today. But that's me paraphrasing. So there's no love and kindness altogether to get to the next stage. This is my fiefdom, and I'm the king here. I get all this money. I have all this control over all these people, and I'll do what kings do. But kings can do it in the open and go, fuck you, I'm the king. What you gonna do about it? You are not a king. You're supposed to be a minister. And all those things get instantly corrupted with the American prime ethos of money over people. And then once you get it, you're somehow a European, lord or duke or something. You can fuck with all these people with your private army. And then they come for you. Occasionally they come for you. But yeah, so now nobody's going to church. Surprise. Fucking shocked. And then people get older. They are contrarians. If the whole society was religious, a lot of religious people wouldn't be because they're contrarian. So, sorry. I was watching this because I was trying to get my internet back up. My internet crashed out at about 12:31. We had some storms yesterday. Something happened. I was like, God dang it. And it came back on at about 7:20, at about 6:40, like 20 minutes before. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, where's my phone? I was going to try and do a show on the phone. I looked for my where's my phone? Okay. I was looking for my phone and crashed out at about 1:30. It still wasn't here. Got up. I knew it was off because normally I sit down after I'm like, and I watch Westerns on Pluto TV. Sin something or other. And they have an 80s channel, like a Western channel. They have a sci-fi channel. They have a romance channel. They have a freaking, what is it? Walking Dead channel. And I was looking at it, I was like, really? You're going to watch a murder 24 hours a day and be fine? All right. So, and first of all, I've never watched that show. I don't like horror shows, murder shows. I've said that on the show 1,000 times. I don't like it. So I was like, all right. So let's drop this down a little bit. I'm sorry, I came in hot, didn't I? I didn't even say good morning to all of y'all. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is well, hold on, let's put this with the rest of the markers. No, we're not going to organize right now. We're just getting sidetracked. So yeah, I can't even right now. So I forgive me for not saying good morning. Let's turn this down a scotch. For not saying good morning and greeting you properly. I honestly apologize because I was raised better than that. I used to say to myself whenever I did something stupid, I still hold doors for people, say please and thank you. Guys should hear me when I'm working. Everybody gets a sir and ma'am, and little kids no one ever called little kids sir. I call them sir all the time because they secretly enjoy it. Like if you have a package to give and the father door's there, here you are, sir, miss, have a good day, ma'am. You do most of the talking to her as you exit, sir, ma'am. She goes, oh, yeah, and some of the parents go, oh, all right. Yeah, it's small things that are nice in the moment, and like they're like a bubble. They float away, they're popping, they're gone. But yeah, people are ridiculous, and I think they're ridiculous because they're taught that everybody's an asshole and you're the only one that matters. And then in thinking like that, you become the asshole because you say that no one else matters, not because it's the thing. Remember that thing that the Klan used to do with sympathetic white people after they were like, yo, why are you gonna fucking? I mean, we like these people. They're not doing anything. And the quote was, "What are you, a nigger lover?" Which was a hint for you to go, "What? No, because it's coming for you next." They were ISIS. They were ISIS essentially. So I mean, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you'll never know, but I'm pretty sure there was more than a few people who were not Klansmen and didn't like this behavior. But they got rolled on too. You don't hear about it because white unity and all this shit. But not white unity, white what's not unity? What's the word I'm looking for? But back then, so that way there's no dissent that we should be doing this to these people, right? It gives the illusion that we're all, Klansmen and this is the South. But there was a lot of people like, does God want us doing this? So maybe you got rid of those preachers and you installed bullshit preachers. Maybe that's it. But either way, your church is still butt because, you made it this, and all these years later, 300 years later, it's still in your vein. Just like all that all that racist. I was talking racism. All that crazy Muslim you can blow up other Muslims, and yeah, it's the same energy. And now we're leaving Afghanistan, the longest war. Maybe we shouldn't have been there. But the thing about Afghanistan is it's exactly like the Wild West. You have detainment. People don't want you in the country while they live in tents. And yeah, no, watching, I always felt bad for the Indians, but watching 25 years of the Iraq War and um, IEDs just blowing up people while you're a block or a mile away. I was like, yeah, no, gloves are off. Fuck you. Fuck you. Show up to fight. You want to hide among your women? I'm blowing up the building that you're in. And I'm taking out you, your wife and kids, and the fucking neighbors. You know, shame. I mean, you have to bring civilization to some places with a hard hand sometimes. But we're not trying to bring civilization there. Right? That mode would have been like, oh, really? You want off gloves? Let me show you what off gloves look like. I just don't. The only thing we have the heart to do anymore is keep people down here because it's worth money to people here, right? How did you promise all those people that and then not deliver? America does not deliver on anything. Went to the moon though. I guess that was a thing. Speaking of the moon, Jeff Bezos with my guitar is in the other room. Jeff, is it hot in here? It is hot in here. Remember, updates. I gotta go get my guitar. Updates. I gotta go get some ice. Updates. Say it one more time. I dare you. Updates. Updates. Our 7 a.m. shows will remain 7 a.m. shows. They're an hour and 15 minutes. Just get us accompanied to guitar music, even though I'm talking about religion and politics right now. I apologize. I was told that I should keep this to music and not do religion and politics. And my defense of that is this is not TV, right? I mean, this is the internet. You know, everybody who they are. No one's an act. Well, I guess there are some actors. There's a lot of people doing it with a staff, internet with a staff. They're essentially TV. But this is me talking to you, right? So if you come to like me, then you come to like me for everything I believe, right? I tell you about my politics. I tell you some story about my life. I tell you I want to learn guitar. What if I only tell you I want to learn guitar and I didn't tell you anything about my politics and you invested yourself here for like a year, 2 years, 1,000 days, like we say, right? And then you find out that I've got a hard view of some of this stuff that you may not have a hard view on, right? I have a hard view on all these single mothers. And I don't just go, oh, fuck them and move on about my day. I tell you why I think it's bad. And I say in the chat all the time, yeah, if you disagree with me, please come in the chat, tell me about myself, but don't be an asshole. You can go, I think that's wrong, and here's why, right? And I will engage you, but don't go, oh, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know. Bam, ban. It's not productive. I don't care for it. And that's it. But I want to talk to everybody. And I never said I was right about all things, right? This is why I like to talk to people, because I've said on this program, is it a program into the show? I said on these sessions that, you know, I like to talk to people. I like to learn people. And I've told you some cases in which I wouldn't say I got it handed to me, but I was told about myself and why I was wrong. And I was told in a way, right, respectfully, but sternly, yo, man, hold on, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. That is absolutely wrong. Let me tell you why. Oh, really? I'm listening. Tell me why. And that versus you're a fucking idiot. You don't know nothing. You know, have you ever talked to religious people about stuff? The first thing they do is, oh, this is a chance for me to prove that I am completely faithful. I'm going to defend God. Like, did you hear what I said? We're talking about people attacking children in church, right? You're trying to attack my faith. No. You're an idiot. You need to have faith in God and not have faith in institutions and people, right? Unless they warrant them. So I think people do have faith in God. That's why everybody's spiritual and nobody's going to church. I'm going to grab an ice cube and my guitar. Where is that guitar? Maybe we should start right now. Album titles, like Ice and Guitar. I just thought that'd be a great album title because I've heard album titles and I was like, Why did he name it that? What the hell does that mean? So you give it a good cryptic. Is this gonna fit in there? Let's hope this fits in there. Is this gonna get? Well, this is not gonna fit in there. Give it a good cryptic. Well, that might fit in there. Oy. Bum, 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 bum. So remember, boys and girls, this is your Yikes Tuesday. We're all getting ready. Oh, twofer. We're all getting ready to go to work. Try and get our week ready and look forward to the weekend. You should look forward to the weekend, but you should look forward to these other days too. They're important. They're not placeholders or empty anything. Each day has promise in it. You should go get some. What is that promise? I don't know. Learn to play guitar. This is not going to fit in there, is it? I didn't think so. Oh, I might be able to get one more. Some of these are too big. Perfect. All right. Be right back. Cut this light out. Oh, man. Ooh-wee. All right, so I feel a little wonky. I started a, well, I didn't start it. I guess I always do it. Sort of started a very loose exercise regimen just to burn off some of the weight. Because, yeah, that's another thing. There you go. Let's start that for it's and Higgles. So wow. So okay, we've been streaming for 22 minutes and we've been talking about God. Oh my God. And I've got ice shards all over. I'm stepping on ice shards. Walking on broken glass. So updates. What are we doing here? That's good coffee. We have decided that these streams are great. They're going to continue every day. Oh, even though I had that issue this morning, which was not with the Restreamer. Thank you, Haps. It was with. Oh boy, it was with my internet carrier. All the power went out, and that was that. Link. All right, that's going. Let's put this back. Let's go over here and check on YouTube. What else is the? Oh, really? Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to. Good Lord, man. I guess some of this is life maintenance, but I haven't been doing this really well, and shame on me. I need to really step up my game. Here's the thing. The first month of this was like 3 hours and 5 hours a day, every day. That's fine. I'm good with that. Like I said earlier, I don't think anybody's gonna watch 5 hour stream. So we toned it down to 3.5 hours. Monday shows, that's excellent. What's wrong with this? Monday shows are always Monday morning shows. Monday morning shows are always. What is going on with this? Morning shows are always. Oh, good Lord. All right, let's just close this because none of this is working out for me. Come on. Monday shows are always an hour and 15 minutes, right? So it's from 7 a.m. to about 8:15. So we can all get together and go to work. That looks good. And I'm assuming that looks good. So we're just going to call that the day. We're not going to be putting anything up in the presentation. Monday, 7 to 8:15, and the afternoons were supposed to be like as long as we want, quite frankly. And as long as we want was fine when we started, right? As long as we want. And we were doing 5 hour streams, and but we can't do 5 hour streams every day, right? Can we? We'll get burned out. So I thought about that and I was like, yeah, who's gonna watch it, first of all? I mean, I think I would get burned out in like a month or two, maybe a month. So we just toned it down. And we had issues that I keep repeating. I was hungry at 4, that was a problem. Then when it was at 7, I was sort of getting tired, and that was sort of a problem. So we moved it to 6. The 4 o'clock shows are now 6 as of yesterday. As of yesterday at as of yesterday at 4. Uh, as of yesterday at 6, it's 6. Neither one of those sentences make any sense to me. But as of yesterday, the 4 o'clock show has been moved back 2 hours to 6. Still every day. Um, Yesterday was a good show. Rick swung by and said, "Hey, that was awesome." Uh, we both have Twitch and YouTube channels, which is nice. Uh, he's a good guitarist. He's a fucking really good guitarist. And he helps me out occasionally. He gives me like good guitar tips, which I really appreciate. So I got to pay that forward in the future, right? I mean, that's the way I'm looking at being a musician, trying to be a musician. So I think somewhere in here is my chord wheel, which I think we're going to actually do 2 of these. We're going to do one for the guitar, which is slightly different. I think this is a Wuka transposed keys. I mean, I think this is for piano, essentially. The chord wheel I see does not have 3 circles on it, though, right? You know what? I'm going to use, I guess I'll look up chord wheel. So the afternoon show will be at 6 p.m., which gives me like 2 hours to do my other show that I've been ignoring, my 13 minutes on a topic, which I think I might actually bring back. It was supposed to be brought back like a month ago, but I was sort of like crunched for time. Not crying about it. I mean, I bought this on myself. I bought this on myself. No. This is what I wanted. I didn't. It's not a burden, is what I'm saying. So sometimes you'll find that when we talk about stuff, even our verbiage needs to change, right? Like, oh, I got to go visit my parents, right? You can say that without being, oh, my parents. That's what it sounds like. But you might be like, oh, um, I'm going home. Right? Home sounds different, right? All these kind of, so that's part of me trying to like clean up my language and not curse as much. How cats and dogs see the world. I would totally read that article, but I'm not reading it now. Let's pull this off. Da-da-da. Let's do that. Let's take this one. Let's shrink this. Let's put this up. Chord wheel. Let's present. There goes the video feed. I'm sure they know that this is an issue. So I promise, Haps, trying to be a man of my word, I won't mention it anymore. All right, here we go. Chord. No, not chord. Chord. Not an I. Chord wheel. All right. WHEE. Oh boy. So who? So I actually have this book. $14. Hey, oh look, the colors on this one is much nicer than mine. They're much richer. Instruction Master Chord Theory in minutes. The chord wheel is a revolutionary device that puts the most essential and practical application of chord theory into your hands. This tool will help you improvise and solo talk about chops. This tool will help you improvise and solo talk about chops. Improvise and solo talk about chops. That doesn't make sense. Comprehend key structure like never before. Transpose keys, instantly transpose any progression into each and every key. All right. So yeah, we know. Let's do that. This is the one that's for. I should just brought up the picture. This is the one that's for guitars. Open a new tab with photo. Right. So this one's for guitars. Oh, I don't really know how it's different, but I'm assuming it's different. So I'm going to do the chord wheel. I'm trying to learn music, but I'm doing it via the guitar. So I don't know if I should learn this one, or if I'm learning music, just learn this one, which is all music. But this one is 2. Let's shrink this down and go back over here. Drop that out. Well, come on, seriously. And look for another chord wheel that's a little more standard. Da images. So the one that I'm normally used to. Is this the one I'm normally used to? Personalized. Look at this music theory wheel. This guitar. Where's it? Look, this has 3. This has 3. All the ones I saw had 2. This has 2. This has 2. This has 1, 2, and this inner. How they put it on a t-shirt and a mug. That's actually not a bad idea. Um, none of these are the ones that I see. That looks close, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's amazing. Is this it? It's amazing. Now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. It's a 2 chord. It's a 2. It's not a 2 chord. It's 2 circles, and it's not the guitar one. This is the one I'm looking for, right? Let's look at this. No, we don't want to do that. Sorry. Uh, oh. Well, all right, here we go. 1, it's a little blurry. 1, 2, right? So these are the minors. These are the majors. Right, so this is the one that, even as I don't understand this is the one that I'm familiar with. So I'm trying to figure out the difference between this that I'm showing you, right? Let me see if I can slide myself open here. Oh, perfect. We're both here. Hey, everybody. Hello. Oh, wrong hand. Let's get this hand in there to say hi. All right. So this is, I mean, it's got, I mean, so what is that third ring in there? Or the outer, hold it first. Let's swing this to a beat, right? So also the C is on the inside bottom. See where the C is? But everything else is still same, right? The F is still to the left, G is still to the right, right? So it's not, but then when you get down here, it gets a little muddy because there's a lot going on. So I have to figure out what in the grand poobah is going on here. And then this is the one for whoa, guitarist. C, A minor, right? Because there's a lot of, I guess the guitarist is simpler. G. So these are the opposites. I guess I should memorize this. There are not that many of them. There's only 12, 24. So this is 24. C, G, D, C, G, D, A, E, B, F flat, F sharp, D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, F. There's only one sharp here, but then you swing into the, yeah, see, I don't even know why these are all flats and this is sharp. And then you come here, C minor, G, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. Okay, let's see. C, D, E, F, G. Right, okay, circle of fifth. Each one of these is 5. Would that be an octave? 5 notes. Let's just call it 5 notes away. They're not octaves, right? Are they octaves? 1 to 5, 5, right? Okay, yeah, okay. So this is C minor, G minor, right? So D minor, A minor, right? G minor, D minor, A minor. All right, so, all right. And then there's pushback 1, 2, 4. All right. B minor, B flat minor, D sharp minor, G sharp minor, C sharp minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the C sharp minor, 6. Oh boy. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have. I'm just trying to see if it made any sense. Trying to figure it out in my head, and it don't. Um. So yeah, let's shut this down for the time being. Ugh, Jeebus Christ, criminy. Um, music wheel. Ooh, let's look at this one. Ugh, Lord. All right, here we go. This looks really interesting. CE. This is CEG 135 triad music wheel. Universal music steps chords. I wonder what that is and where you can get music chord wheel. Texas Music Supply. Images may be subject to copyright. Of course, isn't everything subject to copyright? All right. So what are we doing today? I have to. I guess I'm not going to make the chord wheel today. How would we make one? It would have to spin around. We could actually make this. It'd be an interesting thing to make a giant ass chord wheel. But we're supposed to be making. Where is it? We're supposed to be making this today, so we said we would have this already by tomorrow. So what we're making today, likely off stream. Ugh, I feel horrible today. I feel like I've been drinking and I haven't actually been drinking. Um, so we're gonna make this, right? So let me explain it to you. All the check marks are topics that we have to study every day, and under it, we're gonna put about 5 or 6 subjects under those topics that we're gonna study, and we're gonna rotate through the 3 or 4 of these a day under those 1 or 2, probably 3 or 4 of these a day, and one per as we learn, right? So we'll have enough things so when we get tired, we'll study something else. And 3 or 4 of the 6. And the ones that we don't get to that day, we'll get to the next day. So that'll be two that we didn't, 2 that we didn't do the previous day will get done with 2 others that we did do the previous day. And we'll rotate them out. So we'll hit all of them every day, every week, and we'll hit them in a way that we'll check them off in like a box. So we can see what's being neglected. And we're never going to be, we're only ever going to be 2 out from any of them. There's a bunch of them, right? So as we check them up, all the check marks will slowly, I mean, they may look like fingers. They may be 1 or 2 boxes short, but it won't be like the stuff that we like when we check way up here, and we'll be really good at that. And the stuff that we hate, we've been ignoring, we'll be really bad at. And there'll be 1 or 2 checks there. We're not going to do that. We're going to be able to go, we did this, and we didn't do that yesterday. So even the stuff that we don't like, we're going to get good at. And that is the plan. But yeah, we have to get my lazy butt into gear and do the thing. Chord wheels. Oh wow, a wooden chord wheel. That looks freaking awesome. So yeah, but there are apparently 2 of these, and I actually have one in my guitar case. Yeah, music, man. Music. Music be the food of life. Play on. Power chords. Well, let's look at this. Huh, power chords. Ooh, look at this. E string or the A string. These shapes can play either the E string or the A string. That's the top one. These are also simplified versions of this shape requiring only 2 fingers. Huh. Power chords. Power chords are essentially sound in rock and pop music and are among the first thing we learned to play as guitarists. Oh, really? We totally missed all of these. They sound big and chunky, especially when played with overdrive or distortion, hence their name. I don't do a lot of overdrive or distortion. Despite their huge sound, they are relatively easy to play. Hmm. All right. So this one is essentially this one. And this one is essentially this one. So they're both, this one is exactly this one. These are both on the E string. And this is slid up. All right. E string, first fret. Okay, first fret. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm missing. I skip a string. Come on, if you're gonna do it, do it. All right, how about we do it this way? I think that's what we're supposed to be doing. Who's hitting that? I'm touching it with my index. Don't knock over your coffee. Whew, this is not going to be easy. All right. See the problem here, boys and girls? All right. I can get this today. I guess it's not just my pinkies that are weak. That would probably sound different on my electric. I'm gonna have to tune this thing, right? I'm gonna have to tune it. I'm gonna have to tune it. Everybody just calm down. Ugh. Ooh, that sounds horrible. It sounds like somebody came in here and loosened it on me. That is the flattest thing ever. It's almost an F. We're going to do this with a pick. Everybody calm down. All right. All right, so let's try this. Oh, wow, that is not awesome. How do you do this? Let's just try it on a simplest. Stop leaning on that string. So these aren't giving me an issue. This is giving me an issue because it keeps laying on this string, and I don't want that. All right. Yeah. Nobody said that it was going to be easy. And nobody said you were not going to be freaking frustrated. Why am I? So it's not only it's when I push this up, it's also this finger touching it, and it's this the I'm pushing and I'm bringing it down, so I'm totally muffling a string with two fingers. That's perfect. That's perfect, right? And this is good. I don't even know what to tell you. I can't even do it. How do you do this live? All right. Fifth fret, right? Let's try seventh fret then, maybe. I'm telling you, you hear the buzzing? It's an A. We said we'd have to change the we said we'd have to change all the strings. Come on. This C is murder on me. Ugh. We also decided to concentrate on finger picking. Can you guys even see me? Should I slide this way? Hey, see, I'm getting it. So I would love to say, wow, that was a great show. I looked over. We still got like 45 minutes. Let's try that one more time. Top string here, right? Skip the A string, D and G string, third fret. How? And then I do this. They told me not to do that because that hurts your hands. So I should adjust my body so I can get, which makes sense. But man, I'm telling you, it's still not cake. This is my. There's gotta be a way. So maybe when you do these, you just swing it way up close to you because it's super impossible. Oh, you're in the wrong place. Put that on this. Okay, no one's touching it. All right. Pointer finger. The amazing thing is I do that and I don't even feel myself touching the A string. And it's just like flonk, 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 flonk. I hate that noise. Oh, let's cut this off. I was told I should practice, and I think it's a good idea. I should practice with the gain up so I can hear when I hit other notes, right? Which is, but I know that I'm hitting other notes now because I'm trying it for the first time and I suck at it. What are these other two? Try looking up and playing the power chord in the style of Bryan Adams, Summer of '69. D5, what, 2, D5, 1, D5, 1, A5, 1, A5. Then there's that. I guess this is the melody you'll be able to play. For example, let's look up D power chord, C, right? Spin the wheel to find D in the major window. You will see you can play the power chord shape from the 10th fret on the E string. 10th fret on the E string. All right, 10th fret is here. All right, 10th fret. So let's do this. By the way, when we do this 10th fret stuff, we should always recite the note, I guess. So let's do that. This is G, this is A, this is B, this is C, C flat, D. So we're in D on the E string. These are both in the same fret. Are you serious right now? No one's touching that. I just think it sounds funny. No one's touching it. All right, so this says just these three, right? So if I'm doing this, I could just do. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Is this? I'm telling you, man, this doesn't sound right. That sounds fine. That don't. That sounds fine. All right, hold on. Maybe it is me. Where were we? 10th fret. 10th fret. When I hit it, I'm looking at it. When I hit and it vibrates, it smacks the tip of either my finger. So when I strike it, it's fine. If I strike it small and it does this thing, that's fine. But once it really begins to go, it hits the tip of my finger, and that's what's muffling it a bit. I don't know how to fix it, but it's nice to know what I'm doing wrong, right? Well, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not being precise in my dealio, my bro. God damn it. This, I'm telling you, man, it sounds way. That's that ringy, chingy, chingy, chingy I'm hearing. Ten. How did they do it? How do you get your fingers not to touch every freaking thing? And I think I'm landing on my nails. My nails might be too long. I might have to cut my nails again. You got to keep up on your nail cutting regimen with this new hobby. So let's try it on the A string. See if we can get. guys know I'm consistent. What am I doing wrong here? Oh my God. I'm right where I should be. But I'm not. What, I got to do it this way? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess I need more dexterity, fluidity in my hand, but still, I'm standing right above it on a lower fret. I should be able, I think it's my nails. Another thing you keep in your gig bag. But my nails are super tiny. I want to blame my nails, but they're really super small. Shit, I'm going to catch that. All right. All right. I think I have to change the strings. Stop it. Good job, B. I can always. What the fuck? I just tuned it. You were just in tune. You were just in tune. What's going on here? All right. Let's see how long this tuning lasts, because I'm telling you. All right, so Power chords. I don't know how we got on power chords today. So what am I doing? I got to be way up on top of these things. I got to be on my tippy fingertip toes. All right, so it helps me to sort of not come down on it, but like super at an angle on my fingertip side, the smallest part of my fingertip, I want to say. As I push it slightly up, that gives me clearance. All right, that's E. Let's try the A string. See what it sounds like. Oh my God, I should have taken up something else. This is ridiculous. I don't think I have fat fingers. For example, look up the D in the power chord and see right. Spin the wheel to find D in the use. All right. There's also a simplified variation on this shape requiring only 2 fingers. All right. Well, let's look at what that looks like. Come on. What is going on here, guys? Seriously. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. There was no space. Hold on. So this is this. Oh, I was making it harder for myself than it had to be. It's high school all over again. Ugh. All right, this is super easy since I've just been. I don't know what I was trying to do. An octave higher, I'm trying to do. This would be here because that would be the E string. Okay, I like this. What is this? These are power chords, and here's one with just 2 fingers, right? So let's do that. This is one, the second string, you skip a fret. Ugh. Right. So it's 1, skip a fret, 2, 3, but it's not skip a string. And I was skipping a fret and a string. Not bad, boys and girls. All right. I'm trying to knock over this coffee. Despite the heat sound, all right. Getting started, 54. Being able to play power chords allows you to play hundreds, probably thousands of rock and pop songs from Iron Maiden to Katy Perry. Here are some famous examples. Okay, where are the famous examples? All right, let's do this. I want to take a E power chords. So power chords are 1 or 2 fingers, right? I don't want to close this. I want to look at this later. Oh my God, I got all this shit in my fucking phone and my my computer in the back room. I should just open it up and wander around in it. Power chords. What the hell is this? Look at this. Right, so I'm going to show you this. Can you see that? This is the CEG, right? But they're saying, I mean, like some of these work well together. AEG, right? CGB. And let's go back to where we were. This is a larger version of that same. Well, here's a whole thing of that same thing. Let's look at that. Oh, good Lord. I hate people who put shit online and these tiny. I mean, if you're fucking gonna do it, and now you make it bigger and you fucking can't see anything. So good job, guys. If you're gonna be helpful, fucking be helpful. Here you go. Thank you. It doesn't have to be giant. It just has to be bigger than that. Look at this. Ugh, look at this. All right, we'll do this. Right. So this might be a good thing to chord arpeggio. Oh, this is an arpeggio thing. So, ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. So when you play this, this gives you the logical jump to a melodic note when you're oh, we may have to save this image. Hold on, are we done with our desktop background? Do we? No, we're not going to switch out our desktop background. All right, we are going to save this image. Something tells me this may come in handy in a quadrillion days. Copy image link, copy image. That's what I want to do. Copy image. No, I want to save image. What are we even going to call this? Cut that off because the last time I left it on for 12 hours. And it is a 12-year-old amp. We're going to call this arpeggio. There are 2 G's in arpeggios. Are there 2 P's or 2 G's? There's 2 G's. Arpeggio. Ugh. Yeah, 2 Gs. Arpeggio wheel. All right. I like this. I don't know when we're gonna use it, but look, it's E's to C's to G's to D's, right? B's. Yeah, this is perfect. And there's some of this stuff that has blue lines and how they work together. But yeah, this is good shit. Oh my God, I love this. So look, even just 15 years ago, right? It's so much easier to learn an instrument now, right? Just because, quite frankly, you really don't need a teacher. It's all online, and it depends on how curious you are about some stuff. I have to do this today. We're gonna take this off. Do we even know how to take this stupid thing off? Ugh. No, I don't. Another thing we have to, all the freaking technology. I don't know even how. There you go. All right. We're gonna have to fix this and then equip it and then actually use it today. That's what we're gonna be doing today because that's been sitting there. And I should either use it to shoot a camera down the front or I should use it as I'm driving around just in case someone runs into me. Either way, it's not getting me any. I mean, the damn thing is paid for. Why is it sitting here? Hello, stick. Bum, 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 bum. Fa la 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 la. Oh my God. We have been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. We have about 10 minutes to go, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Uh, what is the weather? Let's do this. What is the weather? Ooh, it's 75 degrees. It's beautiful. It's not supposed to rain, but we'll see how that works. Tomorrow is going to be sunny all day. I like it. Thursday, okay. And then Friday. Here's the thing they tell you 3 p.m. Yeah, I checked this yesterday. It said it's going to rain Friday. It said it was 11. Now they moved it back to 3. And they do that, right? So today, let's say yesterday, I looked up at, not yesterday, it's usually about 24 to 36 hours. So yesterday, I looked up, day before yesterday, I looked up if it was going to rain. It was supposed to rain uh, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursday. Then I looked up, it was supposed to rain. It might rain Tuesday, but it's going to rain Wednesday and Thursday. Then I looked up again just now. It's not going to rain Tuesday at all. Not going to rain Wednesday at all. It might rain Thursday night and Friday morning. I mean, dude, like rain is a 50-50 proposition. You should be better at gauging it than that. Let's close this. Let's look at this code where we like this. I never went and got my phone. All right, where's my phone? Where did I ouch? Where did I leave it? All right, where is that phone? I'll leave for a second and the alarm goes off. All right, we've got about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do, 100-pound tropical fish discovered on a beach in Oregon. First of all, Oregon is nowhere near tropical waters. So that's fairly impressive. I mean, it washed up on your beach. Somebody's giant ass goldfish washed up. Can you get a good shot of that? It's always the camera angle glaring, but that's pretty good. Giant friggin' fish. All right, let's take a quick snapshot of these cords. Do we want? No, we don't really need to make it 2 times, but we do need to kind of get in there and make sure we got all of them. All right. Okay, we can close this. What is this? How did we miss this? Hold on. Wait a minute. This is in here too, right? We looked at this. We read this. We somehow missed this. Find the fret number 10, 2, 4. These are the minors. 2, 4, 7, 9, and 11. And the majors are 2. And then there's this. In the violent South, smell like Team Spirit. In the style of Green Day Basket Case. In the style of Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. In the style of Pink, Raise Your Glass. Chords. 1, choose a chord. B minor, D major. 2, choose a chord shape. Looks good. I don't know if I can remember it. All right, so we're gonna. Could you even see that? No, you couldn't. All right, hold on. This is what I'm talking about. This right here. Right, I just wanted to show you that. But this is pretty good stuff right here. I don't really know. This is over my head. Do any of them repeat? This one and this one. No, that's upside down. I think they're all super different. I don't think any of them repeat. All right. Let's begin to wrap up this so we can all get to work. We're gonna stop presenting. Presenting. Hello, tis me. Yeah, I mean, how is it not entertaining? Oh, my stomach is killing me. Oh, feel like I ate a bowl of glass. Maybe that's why I drink. It stops the tummy aches. But now what will stop the tummy aches if I can't neutralize it with whiskey? Ugh. It is what it is. I'll start running again. That'll freaking fix its wagon. um, I don't really stress it too much because people are in worse off conditions than I am. I know that's not the way you're supposed to look at it, but that's the way I look at it. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? That's a great like opening, just kind of like Freddie Mercury, man. How do you get that good singing? Let's look at Freddie Mercury. He didn't just have a naturally great voice. But he did. I think he had to be like a trained singer, like Mariah Carey. First guy to say he was dying of AIDS, and he died of AIDS like a week, not even a week later, like 4 days later. I was like, oh my goodness. Mercury died in 1991 at 45 due to complications from AIDS. He confirmed the day before his death that he had contracted the disease, having been diagnosed in 1987. Mercury had continued to record with Queen following his diagnosis and was possibly featured on the band's final album, Made in Heaven. Yeah, he died a day later. So, vocals, songwriting, live performance, personal life, relationships, illness, death, legacy, da 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 da. I just want to know his early days. Freddie Mercury, born Farah Bulsara, was a British singer-songwriter, producer, lead vocal, regarded as the greatest singer in the history of rock music. Really? Who regarded him as that? He was known for the flamboyant shade persona, 4-octave vocal range, 4 octaves. Mercury defined the convention of rock frontman with his highly theatrical, blah, 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 blah. Born in 46, Zanzibar, of Parsi and Indian parents. Where did he learn to sing? In 64, family fled Zanzibar Revolution, moved to Middlesex, England. Having studied and written music for years, he formed Queen in 1970. Okay, doesn't say that he studied anywhere, but I guess if there's a revolution, you can't really, yeah. Don't Stop Me Now, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, his charismatic sacred form. Yeah, all right. Whitney Houston, let's look up Whitney. I just want to see if they mention her octave range or whatever. teen model. Yeah, makes some out. Early life career beginnings. All right, that's where we're at. Was born August 63. Was my her elder brother. Was songwriter. Her brother. Really, her former basketball player and singer Gary Garland. Dutch. Her parents are both African American. She said she had Dutch and Native American ancestry. All right, let me stop this right here. Uh, there's a ton of white fucking blood running through black people because of rape and slavery, people. Let's not get goofy. But when you sit here and go, oh, Dutch and I've got just calm down. Just calm down. Everybody just calm the fuck down. I mean, we can't track this shit like everybody loves to track this stuff in this country. Oh, I'm Norwegian and I'm this and I'm that. Yeah, that's great, but we can't do that. So when I see black folk doing that, I just instantly roll my eyes at it because it seems like you're trying to put a band-aid on a dark history that you don't want to deal with. Yeah, we know she learned to sing in church. Nobody. What? Okay, why don't we just do it this way? Whitney Houston's vocal range. How's that? Where is it? Where is my? Here it is. Whitney Houston vocal range. All right, let's 5 octaves. Okay. All right, so let's see Mariah Carey's vocal range. Mariah Carey's vocal range. 5 octaves. Which singer has the most octave range? Tom Stormer singing Protect Him, incredible 10 octave. He's a Guinness World Record breaker. His okay, yeah. So he can do it, but nobody follows him on the internet. Beyonce's vocal range is 4 octaves. No, it's not. Really, I don't know anything that she does good on. I know everybody loves her, but this is what I used to say about someone listening to music way back then. My position was this. I thought Mariah Carey had a better voice than Whitney Houston, but I thought Whitney Houston knew how to deliver a song better, right? So her singing the national anthem went to #1. I mean, what? Who can put the national anthem on the charts at #1? It was stupid ridiculous, and they made her record it because they didn't want her to make any, which is bullshit. The whole point of singing is to do it publicly, right? So she recorded for them, and then that's the one they played, but they realized they didn't really need to because some people are fucking dialed into the thing that they do. Whitney Houston's anthem. Star Spangled Banner, yeah. In the days following Houston performed the nine answer Super Bowl 25, a controversial when he reported that she lip synced to her own pre-recorded version of the song. Everyone lip syncs or finger syncing. I don't even know what that means. But it's not like she, yeah, I mean, yeah, she burnt it down. But no one, I mean, it's kind of no one likes you doing that. Whitney Houston National Anthem charts. What is going on here? Okay, anthem. Oh, we're coming into it. Charts. Whitney Houston Billboard. Whitney Houston. National anthem tops the charts. There's a hot songwriting name topping the charts. Okay, boy. A Georgetown lawyer. I mean, they're being flippant. I mean, the national anthem was written 20 years ago. There's a hot songwriting name topping the charts. Francis Scott Key, a Georgetown lawyer who, come on, man, a Georgetown lawyer who inspired after the September attack on America's East Coast, scribbled his words on the back of an envelope to create what has become another platinum hit for Whitney Houston. Houston recorded the Star Spangled Banner during another time of battle, Super Bowl 25 and 91, when the Gulf War was in full. Her rendition later released on a single by Public Demand, by Public Demand, reached number 20 that year. But with this current re-release, with all the process going, family and victims of September 11th, Houston Virgin has surpassed the original. The Star Spangled Banner is #1 on sale charts and also tops the charts. Yeah, I remember listening to it driving around, and I hate to say it, but rocking out to it. Her version of that song makes you feel something good about your country. It's amazing. So whoever sings your national anthem, it should kick in. And before it was like this, there was what's the heavy lady? God bless, from the 30s. Well, what I forget her name. And then it turned out she was a giant racist, like everybody was back then. You know, I have this thing about it. I don't sweat old stuff that I like because people were racist, like George Washington. But at the end, but they were men of their day, right? If they were here now, fuck them. You shouldn't be racist. And if you're here now, you're racist. Fuck you. You shouldn't be racist. Men of their day first, and it keeps changing. First was we're superior, we're smarter. Then that's discredited by science, and then it's like another bullshit excuse, and then that's discredit, and now it's like, wah, we're gonna be erased. You know, take your ass back to Europe, moron. I mean, people have been allowed to live here who don't. I've said this about a lot of groups who have no interest in like the history of the place, and that's sort of a problem. You should sort of steep yourself in a place that you're moving to. You shouldn't just be an outpost from where you are. And if that's the case, we should just send you back there and let you make that place a democracy instead of sitting here making this place more racist, more sexist. I mean, people come here from Afghanistan and they do not like these American women and their swag. They don't. We've had more than a few of them get here and then wipe their daughters out because they wore mini skirts and stuff. So, I mean, that's a sign that you should know who's in your border. And every group has a different whatever that is. It's not always hatred of women, right? I was told the Mexicans want to re-establish control of like Arizona, Texas. They're just going to walk over the border, and it looks like they're right. We black folk are different. You know, we didn't immigrate here, so we have no allegiance to any of these other places. Right? We dream wistfully about Africa. That's true, but we're not. You know, we're the ones who don't fly two flags. Uh, and our lineage is here as we see it. Um, it is 1:20. Uh, we didn't get a lot done, but we got some stuff done. I will be here 6 p.m. tonight. I hope you join me. Uh, you know what? Am I going to? I should. I'm going to work. We're going to go to work. We're not going to take the day off and do arts and crafts for this thing, so we're not doubly embarrassed later. We're just going to do it. We're going to get home. We're going to do it then, and then we're going to be ready by 6. No excuses. Once we get the actual schedule up and stuff to practice, then we begin practicing. We wrote this down yesterday with intention, right? We're going to practice with intention. We're going to do the thing every day. The streams are now an hour and a half. All the streams, the 4-hour streams, don't be going for 3.5 hours anymore. Like they stopped going 5 hours. We're going to shoot for an hour and a half, and then everything after that is gravy. But an hour and a half, I think, seems reasonable versus 3.5 hours being reasonable. And we're gonna, I mean, we're gonna stay longer than an hour and a half, but the idea is an hour and a half minimum for all things, and everything else after that is gravy. 20-minute daily practice, mandatory. We have to get in there. 2 a days, got to get in there, uh, and hopefully we can speed up our learning process since we're sort of like going to be swimming and basting and moisturizing and absorbing and drowning in music. We're absolutely going to do that. Uh, that is it. Remember, go out there, see if you can make an ally today. There, having allies is important. No one has friends, much less allies. So try and get back in the game and meet people, talk to people. Maybe it starts with a hobby that you have: music, cooking, astronomy, astrology, right? Uh, and try, because a lot of people don't have any allies, don't have any friends. People are from small and smaller families. One person, a parent had one kid. I mean, and the odds are now that you didn't have two parents, you had one, and that could be from an early divorce or just no father around. Um, um, and then you have no brothers and sisters. You know, that could be a problem if you have no siblings to kind of bounce stuff off. And if you happen to be one of those people, I mean, you can go out and make friends. It's not too late, right? You should be enjoying this life, and it's more enjoyable with allies, with friends, with people who will give you crap about your nonsense and make you stay on a path versus all this I'm super special and fuck everybody like you're a dilettante. Come on, man, seriously. Uh, we none of us are. We all need people. We all need people. And the society that tells you don't need anybody is bullshit, and that's what our society tells people. So remember, you need people. A little discipline goes a long way. Pick up that hobby, cooking, then whatever I said. And I wish you well. I hope you are out here wishing people well, but then I don't wish you well if you're not doing that. Bad people should get theirs. That's the traitors. God bless America. Um, I am woman, hear me roar. What else do I got up in here? Uh, push, push in the bush. Those are the quotes I have for you as we exit. It is 8:23, 24. We've been streaming for an hour and 31 minutes. Uh, don't stress about work. Remember, work is work. It's not what you love, it's what you do. If you love it, oh, that's good too, I guess. But I hope you love other stuff more than work. I mean, seriously. Um, family is important. Friendship is important. Getting the task you have in your head done. Where not only are we a social creature, but we're also a task-driven creature. So maybe you're miserable because you don't have tasks. And you can give yourself a task like learning guitar, learning computers, learning the stock market, right? Learning 1,000 things. Um, and I'm here for you, right? I wish you well. I will see you in the next one, um, which is which is this afternoon at 6 p.m. 1800 for you military folk. Uh, take care of yourself. See you at the other end of this today.